One, two, three, one,
Hey
two,
guys, how's
three.
it going? Welcome back to Sekiro episode 17.
This is my favorite episode.
Wubba dubba dub, is that true?
Oh yeah,
Bill
yeah.
says something funny at the end of this one.
Whoa. Spoilers.
Who are you?
Is this a memory? Because he has the moral... Is that the moral blade?
No, that's
just
his.
his blade.
Alright, so if I
Fuck.
And instead he found the bell.
Alright, I don't
somewhere.
want this to take forever. Bill, do you want to do it?
Sure.
Because this will probably take me forever. So Bill's going to do it and do it really easily because he did this boss.
Re-Rodisons. Bill's been playing this
He
game.
did this
and
boss
having
on like New Game Plus 7.
it. And Bill's been vibing this for like the last week.
Any more stories? Boss time is story time.
Well, we haven't heard any stories from you, Ben. Now that you have the chance, do you have anything?
The one and only time I ever got caught watching porn.
I've not heard this one.
Neither.
I used to cover up my head. I would have a bunk bed and I'd sleep on top bunk. So I'd cover up my head and look at porn on my DS, my 3DS.
Oh.
And the one time my dad checked because he's like, why the fuck? Why is his head under the blanket? He saw I was watching porn, brought it into the other room to show my mom, and whenever he called me in through the room to like discipline me, he got really mad and snapped it in half.
Holy fuck!
Shit.
So the DS that I'm letting you borrow, I got like 3 or 4 years after
later,
that.
yeah.
I got a second one.
Jesus.
I'm thinking about just giving you money for
Is
the
it-
3DS my next paycheck, by the way.
Okay,
If you're fine with that.
I'm fine with that. I doubt I'd play it. Like the one game I would play would be like Kid Icarus.
Yeah.
And
Heck,
if
with your
you
computer,
pay
you can
for it-
emulate that.
Yeah. If I want to pay, if I can just borrow it from you if you
Yeah.
pay for it.
That console being broken by Dad reminds me of back in.
Oh yeah, the next morning I would have to go. It was trash day, so I had to go out into the trash and retrieve my Kid Icarus cartridge.
Oh,
Oh wow, that's dedication though. Actually, I've had games get thrown away, but like they don't tell me they threw them away. I lost my entire PlayStation 2 and Wii collection.
Oh
to
yeah,
my
I never get
stepdad.
caught watching porn anymore.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I get nervous whenever either of my parents walk in.
So
Well, it's not the whole reason, but
this isn't the story I was originally going to tell, but I once got in trouble because due to me being colorblind, I had, while mowing my lawn, I had trouble just adding. I also didn't have glasses at the time, so I was blind and
Yikes.
colorblind.
everything was just purple.
Yeah, I could. Well, this was grass, so everything was just green. Basically, from a distance, I couldn't tell the lines of where I've cut with with a lawnmower.
Because it gets like slightly lighter
Yeah.
whenever you cut.
And I can't tell that with color blindness, and I can't use my eyes to tell the height. So my stepdad was so pissed at me because I missed like a couple spots that he and basically I was mowing the lawn to raise money so that I could buy I think it was Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories or Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. So
Was it like a new release?
it wasn't a new release. It's just I wanted to play it, and I didn't have a copy of it. But basically, his response was to throw away all the Wii games that I still played in my entire PS2 collection. So I lost Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, Mario Galaxies, all my fucking Zelda games. It was a mess.
That sucks.
Yeah. So as a result, I became a big 3DS like play guy. I played a bunch of 3DS stuff. My other story about games being taken away was the only time I ever played Melee, aside from coming back to it for competitive Smash. I think it was either kindergarten or second grade. My dad bought me a GameCube on the same day I got sent to the principal's office.
oh yeah.
And I didn't want him to be mad at me because he just bought me something and I just got in trouble, so I hid it from him. But he already knew. So his response was literally to like let me play Melee for like a little bit, and I unlocked Ness, and I'm like, oh, I like Chugga Conroy, so I played Ness, and his response to me like just fucking playing Melee, having a great time after that was, okay, so now I'm gonna take you over to GameStop, and you have to return it.
Oh,
that sucks.
Yeah. I got in trouble a lot as a kid.
for what?
Being too talkative.
I can't believe I got hit by that.
Good old American school system.
Yeah.
If they don't shut you up by like 8th grade, you're good. But most of the time, they just shut you up.
That was like one of the last times I got in trouble, aside from the time that I... Here's the story episode. This went down memory
JFK?
lane, but okay,
Yeah.
so the only other time I ever got in trouble other than JFK was its own thing, and I'll just let it be a mystery to this channel until I eventually tell it.
Did you assassinate JFK?
So
no, JFK
we were
is a
really
story for us.
Yeah, we were really poor, and I really wanted these 3 books, but I can only afford one. But so I bought the Kingdom Hearts 2 manga, like volume of it was like the first bit of the game, but I really wanted Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I attempted to steal it. And some chick snitched. We later called the gang on her, but basically I got grounded for that, and that was the actual last time I got in trouble for something without it being something dumb.
When was this? Elementary school?
That was like 3rd grade.
Okay.
3rd or 4th. I think it was 3rd. But yeah, book fair sucked.
Yeah. The only thing I would do is like, 1, you got to skip class. Fuck
Yeah, hell yeah.
But 2, what you would do is get your other friends who didn't give a shit about book fair. Just go grab the Guinness Book of World Records and just flip through it until you head back to class.
Yeah, that was me. I was that kid.
Because it was the most expensive book. So
I
why
was-
why would you buy it? But there's all this like cool stuff in it.
Book fair for me was depressing because I was extremely into books, but I was only allowed like $5 every time, and that was like not enough for any of the
It's
novels
like enough for
that I
2
liked.
pencils.
So yeah, pretty much I would either buy a pencil or some like really cheap like picture book. That's how I got into fucking Cat Pants, because they were like
Origami
enough.
Yoda.
Same with Origami Yoda. Holy fuck, Origami Yoda. Was the sequel Han Solo or Darth Vader?
Darth Vader.
Oh. Origami Yoda was shit.
I super hated books, but I always wanted to do book fair because it was a thing. It was a biggish thing.
I loved
Legit,
Percy
I pretty
Jackson
much
and
can't
shit.
read. Like I can read maybe 2 or 3 pages, and then it kind of like tones in and out. So now, if I want to if I have to do like a book project, I have to find an audiobook. That's what I'm doing with Frankenstein, and it sucks because
Dude, I did that
need
with Frankenstein, but I watched the movie.
I need text evidence, and I gotta like remember where. Like I have, I don't
Yeah.
know where it is, but I know what happens around it. That reminds me, I have to read a whole nother volume by like Monday.
Jesus, that's a day.
Yeah.
No, I listened to an audiobook on 1.5 times speed while doing other stuff.
I meant you have a day to do it.
Yeah,
I
I thought you said that. I thought you knew that was.
I listen to audiobooks while I play games or play online in Smash or in Soul Calibur. I need to play more Soul Calibur.
Yeah, I bought that game and the DLC, and I have not touched it.
It's really fun.
Bill did it! Yay! Story time's over.
I gave you just enough time for story time.
Yeah.
Up top.
Even though we have fuck tons more stories, even though you haven't told any.
I'm trying to think of stories.
It's hard to come up with stories because like I was like thinking like I have no stories, and then Ben like brought up something that like was,
Yeah,
like,
that's how it goes. Like you bring up something in one story.
yeah.
You have 10 skill points.
Yeah, I'll
This
see what
you
I
see.
can
This
do.
reminds me of that time that I beat Kenichiro first try.
You know, next time we can bring up the testicular torsion.
Ah!
Oh yeah,
You
eighth
guys
grade.
Not
can.
right now.
I don't. Don't get the final straw.
Fucking,
Go to the right. Wait,
I
what's
told one other
Oh,
person.
that's
One other
I didn't even
person.
tell Andre that's the reason I wasn't there on my last day of 8th grade. I told one guy, and Andre was like, "Dude, Ben's not here. I wonder why." And he just goes, "Oh yeah, he went to a hospital because his nuts got twisted."
It really do be like that sometimes.
So I didn't have my nuts twisted, but
I had one nut twisted.
that surgery,
It hurt.
well, yeah, but also that surgery is they do the same thing.
The ball itself doesn't swell up. It's the pipe. It's the tube that goes
Pipe
from
it
the
up.
ball to like inside of you. It swells up to like 3 or 4 times its diameter, and it
So,
hurts like hell.
That surgery where they cut open the sac in the 2 spots. I only had 1 spot open, so I was a little bit
Mine
easier.
was like straight down the middle underneath.
So I had a
didn't have
similar
2
surgery,
spots.
and by extension, a similar pain because one of my balls never dropped. So they had to like
This
basically
was, like-
get it down there.
Like late puberty, so yeah.
For me, it
For
was 6th grade.
I have never had any problems with my balls.
Of course not.
Nice.
Oh yeah, right after that, like a year later,
You have no idea how
I got a
much I had to like
fucking-
hold back because I was gonna go as close as possible.
I got a fucking urinary tract infection like a year later.
Go talk to Emma in the shrine.
Oh yeah, that's right. And urinary tract infection is not fun.
Doesn't sound fun.
It's
Do you think
whenever
Sekiro had a
bleed,
urinary tract infection?
No. Dogen, dude.
Your piss looks like tea, and it hurts like hell every time you need to take a piss. So there you go. That's why urinary tract infection. It's like almost impossible to get if you're.
So what's
a guy.
Emma gonna say? Oh, you got it? Dude, how
Time
show
to
me
take
the
a
face.
piss.
どう
What are you doing?
We did it. Okay.
All right, so now we have that ending. We have all the endings ready.
Yep.
So yeah, now we just need to go through the game like normal.
Ouch.
Oh, that felt good.
You have 2 memories.
What do you mean you have 2 memories?
He has 2
Oh
memories.
yeah.
Oh.
Level up your shit.
Whenever I pop my neck like I just did, then how it hurt, I think about the story of 2 owls, specifically owl memories. I remember seeing this story about some dude who just like went to pop his neck, but he actually like cracked the spot where his neck and where his spine and neck meet. Basically, I don't know what to call that.
Dude, the first time I would start doing that, and then I'd go to my biology class and see a skull and see how small the hole is, where all your like shit comes out, and I'm like, I shouldn't pop my neck that much,
I pop my neck all the time.
and I
just
haven't
because,
stopped
like,
doing it since.
So I'll be honest, it's mostly because like I get extremely stiff shoulders because
Where
I
the
never
fuck
move.
do I need to go? I need to go to where. I need to go depths.
Oh, the wedding cake.
Wedding cave door. Yeah.
Woo! It's time to go to one of the cooler areas.
Woo!
I like the lore behind this area.
It is the coolest looking area in the game.
It has some really interesting lore.
It's got one of my favorite bosses.
It has a mechanic that I didn't even know existed until I looked at the lore of this area.
What was it?
I'll
Oh,
explain
you
it
didn't
whenever
know about
we get there.
the if you're in the water? Oh,
I'll explain it
Oh,
whenever I get
Enfeeble?
there. You might not even have noticed that,
are you talking about Enfeeble?
if that's what it's called.
The one where you just like
Yeah.
yeah. I did notice
Oh,
that.
that? Yeah.
I never got that.
Really?
Yeah.
I got it once on accident.
I get it like the first time. I'm like, oh, I guess he's like building up my status, and then my guy just like fucking.
And you can't
falls
get up.
over.
You can't get up.
Yeah, you can. You like hobble around on your sword.
But
Yeah.
you will instant die because there was a fucking thing. Yo!
No, it'll wear off. It wears off in like a minute.
You-
Rope nibbers be like,
you can get it back instantly too by killing the guy who like did
Yeah.
that to you.
what if you wanted to go to heaven so God let down Rope Man? I do not understand this.
He's the best boy. I want a toy of him.
This is a toy.
There's a rope over there. You want to make
Bro.
one?
Rope Man. Look at him. Look at this dude. I don't understand why a rope man comes here. Is this like some Japanese mythology?
Oh yeah,
shit?
probably. Ben, you're Japanese. You know what's up with this guy?
He's made of rope
Look at his
and
ass.
smaller ropes.
He's thick.
You're in his hand. You're in his bristle
Yeah.
things. And look at how he's just like, all right, are we here? Your
Nap
Uber driver,
time.
you're here. They just slams against the
Yeah.
thing. Do we,
But his arm stays up.
I don't. This is the honestly, this is the weirdest thing in the game. And then you're in the bristles there. You didn't get cut.
Here I am.
Honestly, I love how weird it is.
It is the
Yeah.
weirdest. I love it.
The game needed something like this.
It didn't.
There's a screenshot for a wallpaper. This Final Fantasy looking shot.
Do y'all remember the boxing completion song?
No. I don't remember the completion song.
Which
Trying
one
to
is it?
remember how it goes.
Sing it.
Okay, I gotta think of how the Wii Sports theme. Do either of y'all remember the Wii Sports
Oh.
theme? Yeah. Okay. Does that help at all? I don't think that helps at all. Whatever.
All the games had their own like songs. We might want to not start the fight.
Nah.
Go. No, you have to go that way. Then
Oh. This one?
you can do it now. Oh, you missed it.
That's fine.
So, yeah, actually, okay. In Harada, he died, and then Crow gave him the blessing.
Yeah.
Now, you waited way too
Well,
long.
the circle should pop up still.
No, you have
No,
to
you have
jump.
to be in the air for the circle to pop up.
Oh, you can just get it then. Alright.
Wow. Okay. I've never
And
actually.
then
done
go
that
up
part.
on that one. I usually go up on that one, and then you just wait until he appears and then do it. Wow, hard boss.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just like the first time you fought him. He only has one pip.
Bruh.
Don't you guys love centipedes?
This is a debatably easier version of the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's an actual person.
Oh, did you see?
What?
If you saw a centipede, it was just sticking out straight out of his face like at a fucking knife.
I like that's a pose.
Shut up. It was so stiff, it was hilarious. Whenever he does that, you just move to the left and hit him.
Yeah.
He's inflicting your tail.
I once went to go
My timing's
watch
off.
YouTube fights of this to see like how fast some people can do it, and I just saw somebody spamming fucking firecracker. You might want to hear.
That has a rhythm to it that's really satisfying to hit.